Hey Leo, welcome to your Enchanted Path reading. We're going to get started with an oracle from the Enchanted Map, and then we'll do the reading with the Enchanted Forest Tarot. I may read one of the descriptions of one of the cards that comes out, just because I love the magical way they describe the cards in this guide. So let's get started. Spirit, where is Leo on the Enchanted Map? Where's Leo? And we have commitment, number 36. So I do believe this is about a commitment in love. This is what Spirit is bringing our attention to, but it could be any type of commitment. Could be a commitment to buying a new house. It could be a commitment to a job, or something of that sort. But let's see what the book says. Number 36, which breaks down to a 9 for those of you that follow numerology. Okay. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship, from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with Spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. So it's talking about like the vibration that you are, I want to say, like your average vibration, or the normal, what's become your normal is what's going to be drawn to you as well. So let's see how this is playing out for you, Leo, this commitment. Spirit, what is Leo's current energy? And we have the Keeper of Boons, or the King of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with the earth sign, but it could just be talking about this energy. And so this may be a commitment to being, the true or the main support of your family. This could be a commitment to manifesting a particular desire of your heart. This could be also about providing security and abundance to your family, to your relationship. This could, like I said, be an earth energy that you have in your environment. What is the challenge for Leo right now? And we have the Seeker of Spells, which is the Knight of Wands. So I feel like these are contrasting energies in a sense, because the King of Pentacles is very methodical, very wise, and understands exactly what steps are his next steps. And the Knight of Wands is very focused on one thing, and it doesn't matter how you get there, right? So it's very driven. And even though the King of Pentacles is driven, he has patience and a plan. And Knight of Wands may not always have a plan, right? Okay, so let's see what the advice from Spirit is. And we have the Two of Spells, which is the Two of Wands. So I feel like Spirit is saying, you know where you want to go. You're just trying to figure out, how do I get there? Okay? And so this could be in any area of your life. And it definitely is speaking to a choice. So there may be a choice about a commitment. And I feel like there is a balance needed in allowing your passion to drive you into making this decision from your heart, but it's also about being practical and balancing those two in order to make a clear decision about this commitment. So what is the outcome for Leo? And we have the Hermit. So I feel like this is about really saying, now this is Virgo energy, but I feel like it could be speaking to, the time when, the time frame, because we're in Virgo season, so maybe that's the time frame that we're talking about for this commitment. But I feel like Spirit is really saying you need to look at what's going to be best for you. Now, a commitment obviously is commitment to something or someone, so there may be more energies involved than just your own, but you still have to allow yourself to make that decision or plan, if you will, as to what's going to be best for you. All right, so let's read. I feel like I want to read the Seeker of Spells here. Let's see what Spirit has to say, because this is in your challenge position. Okay. The Seeker of Spells has come to the woods in secret to find a flower that only blooms on this one night. As a witch, she has no fear of the nocturnal forest. Indeed, the danger only makes her quest more thrilling. Her daring has paid off, and she arrives at the precise moment of the blossoms unfurling. That too is thrilling, to run the risk of missing the moment and losing the magic. Playing it safe is for those with no witch blood in their veins. If this card doesn't represent a particular person, it can mean creative exploration, trusting your instincts in terms of timing, breaking through a stale routine, or spontaneous travel without a great deal of planning. So we're talking about, something very bold, spirited, dramatic, venturesome, fearless, and passionate in pursuit. So I feel like because this is a challenge, Spirit is saying, yes, practicality and planning is needed for this commitment, but don't miss the opportunity, or don't forget about your passion, or really the magic of the situation. That's what I'm getting here. But let's get some clarification here. So Spirit, why is this King or Keeper of Boons, King of Pentacles here for Leo? And we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit is saying is this is the approach you've taken before, and it has been really hard work. And there may be, an easier way, but it's also about committing to completion of something. Okay, why is the Seeker of Spells or Knight of Wands here? And we have the Two of Wands. Okay, this is the Two of Wands. So this is really about knowing where you want to go or what you're trying to achieve, but not really like in the planning stages of how do I get there. And I feel like Spirit is saying don't lose the magic worrying about how. Okay, yeah, that is what I'm getting. Try to see things from a higher perspective. I always see that when I see this card. He's holding the world, and it's like saying there's a million ways that I could do this, or there's a million places that I could go. But it's also about looking at things from a higher perspective and how this particular path falls into line with what you're trying to achieve. And what is that going to bring you? What does it mean to you? Why is this Two of Wands here? Two of Spells for Leo. And we have the moon. Okay, so now I understand. It isn't clear. You're not clear what you want. So making this commitment might be in haste, okay? So getting clear, doing that introspection of what will this commitment bring you? Is it in line with what you want? And exactly what I'm saying here. Is it what's right for you? Or is this what people say you're supposed to do? You could have been in a very long-term relationship and people are saying, why aren't you guys married? But that hasn't been important to you. Or maybe it has been important to you and not so much to the other person. But really look at what is that ceremony or piece of paper going to bring you. Now, for some people, that's going to bring that true commitment to them. But if that's not something that really matters to you, it only matters to the outside world, then it's not necessarily, well, it's not necessary, right? So you have to do that soul searching to decide what's best for you, not what's best for the other person, what's best for you, and then obviously whoever you are making that commitment with. But first yourself. So why is this Hermit here? And we have the Ten of Cups. Right, because I feel like this is really talking about what's best for you. Whatever is best for you is what's best for those around you. And if not, they will fall away. This is about your contentment, because you cannot give up your contentment to serve another's. Now, when they're in line, it's a beautiful thing, right? When they're in line, aligned, it's a beautiful thing. But you have to think about what it is. You don't change what you want in accordance to another person. Now, there's always compromises within relationships, but we're talking big deal, long-term commitment here. So it's really about doing that soul searching before you make any type of commitment like that. And it's also about defining what that is for you. Because you could have a clear commitment with someone and you don't need that marriage, or you could be in a situation where renting a house is the best option for you and brings you fulfillment. You don't have the concerns of home ownership, of fixing things when they go wrong. It just depends on what it is for you. But I feel like it's really about clearly defining what aligns with your path and what brings you fulfillment. I'm sorry, dropping cards here. Okay, so let's get some guidance here. Spirit, what guidance do we have for Leo? And we have new beginnings. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. So, we do have two tens here. Oops, let me just try to get that stand up. We have two tens here. We have the Ten of Wands and we have the Ten of Cups. So there's definitely new cycles coming into play. So I feel like that's where this commitment is going to direct you, or lack thereof, right? If you do not commit, or if you shape this commitment in a new direction. Okay, so I feel like that's what Spirit is bringing to your attention. Any other messages for Leo? And we have nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. And I do see a lot of this yellowish color here, even in the reading. So I feel like Spirit is really bringing your attention to your solar plexus chakra, which, you know, is that inner strength, right? That confidence. And I feel like getting out in nature, grounding yourself, and you can even go on YouTube and search for solar plexus chakra clearing meditations, or, you know, music, or anything that, you know, may help you to clear that chakra, for those of you that are into that. Okay, so let's get some guidance, or I mean some messages here. What messages do we have to close this out for Leo? Okay, and we have fruition. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. Beautiful. Any other messages for Leo? Okay, and we have magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. Wow, I love that. Any other messages? And we have ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. I do see that. I definitely see that. All right, those are the messages that came through for you, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.